So we've got the Beverly
Look, it's our team.
here. Look, they're all bunched up just for me.
They're strategizing, bro.
Yeah.
So, for those of you
Hopefully.
watching at home, because we are recording now, my name is Liz DeFiore, and I'm the Community Engagement Manager and also a sailor myself of BevCam. And with me today is Anna. She's on the Beverly High School sailing team, and she's going to be helping us out today. Anna, do you want to introduce yourself?
What should I say?
You can say what grade you're in. You can say that you're on the team. You can say how long you've been sailing.
Hi, my name is Anna. This is my second year on the BHS sailing team, and this is my 7th year sailing.
Thank you. So can you tell us who we're going to be looking out for today? We've got the Beverly team is in pink, I know, but who's on the boats right now?
So, in boat 8, we have Will and Lillian. In boat 7, which sailed away, is Grace and Alexa. And then boat 9, we have James and Kelly.
Thank you. And who are we sailing against today?
You're sailing against Landmark,
Woo, Landmark!
who is significantly better than us.
Don't say that. Don't let them know. So Landmark is going to be in the blue sails for those of you who are watching and looking for your kids or for people that you know, or you're just a big Landmark fan, or they're your rival. Can you tell us about who is going to be in the Landmark boats?
So in boat, well, what boat is that one?
We're going to see if we can get the sail.
Boat 6, that's Cameron and Megan.
Great. Let's see if we can find the other ones. Here we go. We got to get those
Yeah, because
sail numbers.
the
Right now we're looking at some pretty light air today. We're hoping that it's going to go up to like 10 knots, but right now it's definitely not feeling that way, isn't it?
So in boat 4, we have Grant and Abby. And in boat 5, we have Gabe and Rowan.
Thank you. And here we've got...
Look, it's Chuck and Pat. Look at them. on
Chuck is
boat.
the fearless leader of the Beverly team, and I assume Pat is the fearless leader of Landmark?
No, he's
Oh
our
no, Pat's with Beverly too. See, this is why we have Anna, because I don't know anything. Anna knows everything. So as you can see, they're starting to line up. You'll see boats going back and forth on what is actually a starting line. As we know, but maybe people at home don't know as much, is that sailboats don't just like start and stop like cars do. So races don't work like that. Basically, we have to set out a starting line and then call out 4 minutes or so ahead of when a race is actually going to start, and the boats are going to go back and forth trying to get the best position they can on that line until it's the final countdown, ba-da-dum-bum, and that's when all the boats are going to cross the line together and the race will have begun. So we're going to see there's actually a lot of strategy involved at the beginning of a race before a race even starts. So you'll see a lot of boats doing a lot of different things, and we're gonna try and break some of this down for you, but in general, I hope you just sit back and enjoy. We just heard 3 tweets, or was that 4? 3 minutes. So we're on 3 minutes. Anna, have you gotten to sail in any of the regattas yet this season?
No.
Are you planning to?
Well, we don't really get a choice.
Oh,
They kind of just put you in. They'll just like choose people.
okay.
They have people they like to choose, and then they just choose other people that they just think will do well, or like who show up a lot for
I
alternates.
see. It feels like they're kind of all over the place. I was expecting a tighter group a little bit.
They are a bit. I don't know, Landmark, when our boats were sailing away, we're doing wind sights on the line.
Yeah. I saw that. So, for people who don't know, wind sights is when you stop on the line and you try and figure out which side of the line is favoring where the wind is coming from the most, because it's hard to get an exact idea of. It's hard to get a race that's going exactly upwind. So oftentimes, one side of the race line or the other will be slightly more favorable. You'll be able to point your boat just a little bit higher into the wind, and being able stopping on the line before a race starts and just kind of like letting your boat drift a little bit. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but I think that's the best way I can explain it. Is a good way of determining which side of the line, towards the boat or towards the buoy, is going to give you the most favor. Oh, that's not a bad angle.
1 minute.
1 minute.
They're gonna start there. You can see they're starting to get really close to the line.
Yeah, as you can see, all the boats are going to start really clumping up as we get closer and closer to countdown. Except for number 7. they're a little out there. We do.
Grace and Alexa are in 8, I believe. No, Grace and Alexa are in 7.
7.
Will and Lily
So
are
that's
in
20 seconds. We're hearing
Yeah.
20 seconds on the whistle.
the other 9.
All's good here.
Everyone's really trying to get to exactly where they want to be when. Was that 10 seconds I just heard?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, they're sitting on the line.
Did we just hear a foul called?
They recalled the start.
They recalled the start. It looked to me like maybe everyone was slightly over before the whistle. Is that what happened?
That looked right.
Yeah. So everyone got a little too excited, and they were over before the start. So they're actually going to go back to. I don't know if they're going to do the full 5-minute count up. They might shorten it. Anna, do you know what they typically would do in this situation?
I feel like there's a low chance they would do it from the start again, like all from the top.
Yeah. That's a lot of repositioning.
Also, the countdown is 3 minutes, not 5
Oh,
minutes.
3 minutes. Thank you. Oh, they are starting from 3 minutes.
Hmm.
Well, at the very least, this is a second shot to get a good start again.
So all our boats are sailing away.
So do you have any preferences for when you're on a starting line? Do you, are there things that you guys talk about in class about best practices, things that you like to do?
Well, Pat always says that we should always stay very close to the line, especially, obviously, when the time is getting closer to the start. But also, in general, we should be closer to the line. Like, you should try and, sit in line, do, wind sights, and stay really close so you can have, first pick of where you want to cross.
Mm-hmm.
And it can also keep the other team from having, good spots on the line. It's 2 minutes. Where are all the other boats?
Yeah, everyone else is going all the way to the right, and number 7's the only one who's sticking super close to line at the moment. Who did you say was on number 7?
Grace and Alexa.
Okay. Do you know how long they've been sailing for? It's okay if you don't.
I'm unsure about Alexa. I know Grace has been doing Sandy Point since she was young, and she teaches there. It's a sailing camp that happens during the summer. So she's been teaching there for a few years.
How many people do you think on the Beverly team have more than just the 2 years of experience from being on the team during high school? Or do you feel like most people are kind of new to sailing?
I'm unsure. There's a decent amount of people that would join as freshmen with very minimal or no sailing experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year, my freshman year, there wasn't a ton of people that had previously sailed unless they were on the team last year.
We're seeing a lot of luffing jibs here. Are they trying to slow down before they get to the starting line?
Yes.
So now that we've got the drone back up in the air, why don't you guys explain the positions? Anna, why don't you explain the positions that's going on in the point system that you were just talking about?
So it says there's 6 boats, and so basically when you add all the boats together, like each position, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, that equals 21, right? 21. So to win, you want to get less than 10, because then the other team would technically have 11 points based on the positions of when the boat crosses the finish line.
So, for example, if you cross the finish line first, you get 1 point. Cross the finish line second, you get 2 points,
Yes.
etc.
And currently we have second. I'm not sure about if that's third or fourth, because they're very in
Yeah.
line with each other.
On this,
And
on
so
this
is 5 and 6.
leg, it's a little hard to tell. It looks like Beverly's in a slightly better position because it doesn't look like they're going to have to tack to cross this mark.
Oh yeah, we can get Mark room.
Yeah.
Loosening up a Mark trap.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna have
Yeah,
some
they might be setting up
drama.
a trap. Or basically it prevents
Woo!
our boat from going around the mark before them.
Yes. Look at that drama. Oh, that was rough when 7 crossed right behind. I wasn't sure they were going to make it.
There's 1 in first, but
I'm surprised boat 6 went so far out in order to...
oh.
Oh, was that a collision?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
It
don't
looks
think
like maybe their rudders kissed. Yeah, and
So
now
now we
number
have
7 has to go way
now
out.
we have boat in last,
Oh,
first,
they're doing a
and
circle.
third. Oh, so they must have hit then.
Yeah,
Oh,
that looks like it was a
no.
foul.
That was a foul on themselves.
That was a foul on our own team. What are you doing, Beverly? No, just
So now
we won't be too hard.
where's our boats?
So now they're on. It
Yeah,
looks like
4
the
is
downwind
winning.
leg. Except 9 and 8 are going off.
Yeah, and that's second and third, and then we have a 6. So it's technically no.
No.
I can't add. Never mind. We're losing.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a great. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera
Fine.
angle.
Hey, there's 7 again.
Excuse me, it's a little chilly out here.
7's going pretty good.
Yeah, 7's making
4
up some
is
good time.
bluffing into the wind.
I'm not sure what 4's doing.
Waiting
Are
to
they-
trap 7. Probably.
Well,
Maybe, but
that,
no, they're
that doesn't
going-
make any sense.
But
'cause-
also they're going a little too slow if they want to trap.
They're starting.
Oh, this is
Going
a
back to the
start.
They just finished.
Oh,
That's why.
how did we miss the finish?
Great question. I don't know. But it is a start, so you might want to.
All right, where's the home? Yeah, we're gonna. Wait. Okay.
We
Well,
did lose.
Maybe we can get the next one on this battery. 3 minutes,
Yeah, 3 minutes starts.
unless it was like last time. Then it would be 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It's rare that everything's over.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them calling for the start again.
We've got 3 minutes on the whistle. We can kind of zoom in to see what people are up to.
Yes. Hello, Chuck. Okay. Yeah.
Be able to get I'll put music over this part well.
Okay.
We might be able to get the next one in
Okay.
this battery. How long are they? Depending.
No.
So Landmark got fourth. Let's
take it from the top. Landmark
Landmark got first, third, and sixth.
Okay.
And Beverly got second, third, and fifth. Second, fourth, fifth. I promise I can add.
Huh. Cinemode. Yeah, that's what I want. There we go.
So since Landmark got first, third, and sixth, that equals 10, which means they beat us.
Gotcha.
No, I see an issue.
Really?
So here we've got Landmark over here, and
that way.
I haven't seen anybody wind check the line yet.
Landmark might have done it before they even started the countdown, because they were like, two of the boats
There
were
was
in
that
the corner.
one boat that was kind of like.
They're like in
yeah.
the corner.
1 minute.
Yeah, that was a minute.
Can we get a nice shot of the starting line from this angle? That would be super sweet. I know, next time we're going to bring hand warmers and everything. You guys are in charge of bringing the hot chocolate. If you could just get your parents to bring some burgers.
See, we should have
we'll have a good
DoorDash
time.
food.
Oh, it looks like...
It's 4:15 currently.
Here we go. Oh, wow, they're all luffing on the line again. This close to the start. You lose a lot of speed that way, though.
But you get to keep your position.
You do get to
Yeah, it
keep
does
your
code.
position. Ooh, that was close.
And off they go. Wow.
That almost looks like they would have been over again. Good for them.
Yeah, and they're all incredibly close to each other as well. Ooh, 7 is
seven
going
is
apart.
already breaking off.
So is 4.
Looks like 4's trying to cover them.
Yeah, but the position that they're in, 7.
They have a 1-2. They've got a 1-2 anyway.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see if 4 can cover them from that position.
They're a bit far away from each other.
Yeah, but it's still, it looks like it's enough of an overlap because 4 is already starting to gain. Oh, but they've decided to attack again. Maybe it wasn't worth it. There might be wind. Unfortunately, with the drone, we can't quite see where the luffs, the puffs and lulls are with the wind. If you look at the waves, sometimes you can tell
No.
where the wind is
Oh,
on a race
5's
course.
coming over. Do you think 5's gonna duck underneath 4 and try and trap the 2 pink boats down here?
That's kind of what it's looking like.
Because the 2 boats in the front, I can't see the numbers, but they're just like,
We can go and.
actually our boat might be taking Landmark up in the corner.
That's what it looks like. They're taking him way up.
Yeah, that's really far.
Good for them. Oh, it's Will. Oh,
That's
yeah.
definitely Will.
Good for them as long as they can keep it. Ooh. That was
Looks like
cool.
yeah, looks like their overlap is broken now though.
Yeah.
Which means,
Looks like Landmark might be able to pull away a little bit now that Beverly's not covering their wind.
is this down? No, it's
No, this is all
No.
upwind.
Yeah, they're still
Which
upwind.
means-
At least these 2 boats are. The other ones might have made it
Now
around the
they are
mark.
lured. Which might not mean anything to the people at home. Anna, do you want to explain what lured means?
So, lured goes with the term windward. It's basically when you are lured, your sails are being covered by another boat's sails, and that making that boat windward, which means the wind is hitting that boat first. So when you're lured, you have less maneuverability, which is why when a boat is lured or having their wind blocked by another boat, they have rights over that boat.
That was very good. You didn't know this was going to be a test, did you? All right, looks like now we're getting into the downwind stretch. 4 already finished?
No, 4 is just a bit far ahead. Yeah, 4 is in first.
Let's find out. Let's go find 4. Ah, there they are.
Yeah, they have a first and second currently, which means if they can keep their position, they would win.
Oh no, this is down.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and kind of circle this downwind mark, since this is where the drama will be. You want to explain what jibing is? Because that's what we're seeing at this downwind mark, and I know a lot of people watching this may not know what that means.
So jibing is when your stern crosses the wind, meaning causing the sails to switch sides. And so you would have to pull the tiller, as in the thing that you use to steer the boat,
Mm-hmm.
towards you, which technically turns the boat the opposite way. So the boat would turn away from where you would be sitting. And
No, you're doing a great job.
basically it's a way of changing the direction the boat is going.
And looks like Landmark's about to finish.
Yes. And we have 3, 4, 5. Keep hitting the microphone.
There's the finish line between that boat and that little red dot on the
So 4
left
is just
side.
finished. And it looks like 5 is going to finish as well.
It's 3 to win.
So 3 races to win, or 2 zip.
How many races did you say we had after this one?
Well,
Probably.
3 races. So it's 3 to win, and Landmark currently has 2 wins.
Ah.
So if they win this race, the next race, they would win the regatta, unless our team is able to beat Landmark in the next race.
Gotcha. And there we can see both Beverly boats are getting ready to cross this finish line. And then, so very shortly after, we'll be setting up for the next race. And that's the last Beverly boat. Oh, they almost hit the mark. Oh, that was so close.
They made it across the line. at
They
least.
made it across. And there's Landmark. We will see you in the next race. It looks like we are getting this just as another race is starting. Is that the start that we're getting? Is that what I think it is?
I didn't hear the start whistle.
I thought I heard it.
That's 30
Was that
seconds.
2 minutes?
30 seconds.
30
30
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah. We're right on it.
And they're all very close. They're all
We're
laughing.
perfectly aligned. This was totally planned.
And they're all
100%.
laughing with mostly Landmark in the front.
Yeah, it looks like Beverly's
8 is in a
having
good
a hard
position,
time getting a
but
good position.
number 4 seems to be blocking the other 2 votes, really. Yeah.
Do you want to sit back here?
And there we go. Off they go.
Woo!
8 has,
Oh no! Oh, that was rough. Oh, that was
It's okay,
rough.
As long as 8 stays its course, they're gonna have clean air.
They will
Yeah.
have clean air.
meaning, yes.
Anna, do you want to explain what clean air means?
Basically, when all the boats are in a cluster, a bunch of wind, if you aren't in the front, a bunch of wind gets blocked by the other boats, giving you what's called dirty air, meaning that the wind isn't like, you don't get as much wind as you normally would if there weren't boats blocking you. So like how the Landmark and our team is off on, okay, they just tack, but how there's nothing blocking them, meaning they have clean air, meaning they can go faster.
Yeah. Oh wow, and look at Landmark just trying to cover them again. Not quite, but still. That's gonna make it tough for them to
No, it's not.
get a good heading. Ooh!
Ooh, look at 6. Wow.
Ooh! Whoa!
Oh yeah, explain mark room.
Oh, I'm not good at that. I can kind of explain what mark
I
room
can
is.
help you explain mark room. Why don't you start and I'll fill in.
Basically, when they get to the mark, if a boat
Like what
is-
we're seeing now.
Yeah. If the boats are overlapping, like the bow and the stern, as in the front and the back of the boats are overlapping by the time they get, is it 2 boat lengths within the mark, the boat that is on the inside of the, like closest to the mark, is able to call mark room, meaning the boat furthest from the mark has to move and let them go around first.
So that they don't hit the mark, because that would be a foul.
Yes.
This is another 1, 2, 6, isn't
Yes, it is.
it? No, this is. Pretty sure this is a.
See, you did a great job explaining that. You didn't even need me. Anna, sometimes I feel like you don't even need me. It's like I'm not even here. She knows so much about sailing.
Yeah, I've been sailing for 7 years.
I've had to teach children how to sail. It's slightly painful.
Me too. I was a camp counselor for a year. With prams and opties.
Oh, opties are interesting.
They are.
The kids like to sink them.
They're a little bit like floating bathtubs, but faster.
Oh, 5 is setting up a trap.
Where?
right there.
Do you
They're
want to
stopping.
explain what it means to kind of set up a trap here?
For like a pinch.
It's basically where you put your boat in a position that can force your opponent's boat to either do specific things that will help in your favor or keep the other boats from being able to trap your team's boats to allow your team to get ahead of them.
Yeah, because as you said earlier, this is team racing. So
Yes.
it's not just about whether or not you're doing really well. It's whether or not the rest of your team is doing well. Because you could have a really good position, but if the rest of your team is behind the other boats, overall, your team could still lose.
Yes.
Which definitely makes it a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
more complicated.
9 has mark room,
Yeah,
so they're able to go around. 7
that's a great example of that.
7's stuck behind them.
Ooh, that was
really close.
I couldn't tell because of our angle whether or not they hit. It doesn't
I don't
look
think
like
they
they did.
Ooh, 7's pulling in on the inside
Yeah,
of 5.
that was snazzy.
Oh, and their ship is lefting, so they're gonna try to steal 5's wind. And a repeat.
It's yeah.
It's working. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yes, so 7
That was
slowed
very
down a
snazzy.
bit to slow down 5 and then was able to pull their sails back in to pull ahead.
So it looks like we're in a 2-3-5.
236 is our boat.
Ooh, that almost looks like Landmark hit the buoy there.
Looks like we're about.
No, 8's making
we,
8 is fine.
Yeah, Beverly's got plenty of room there. But everyone is definitely bunched up here. This is where the drama is. I know that other Landmark boat is way out there. But
Yeah, but Landmark is still winning.
yeah, it looks like 6 is trying to break off, but what is that 9 is intent on covering them.
They can get 6 into 5. Wait.
I'll kind of
Yes.
zoom out here so we can see everybody.
I don't know what 8 is doing. The one in the far corner. Because if any of our boats, actually 6 right now from Landmark is pulling ahead of our boats.
Right.
And 5 is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a slightly better angle there. You can kind of see because of where we are. You can see exactly what angle those boats are at.
Oh, they're coming back.
Ooh,
Ooh, it's trying to set up another trap.
right behind them. Interesting.
Oh, they're probably gonna try to slow
That was
down.
right behind them
Oh, maybe cover? Yeah, they're gonna try covering.
because they knew that
Yeah.
9 had to tack there.
Ooh,
Yeah, but 9 is then covering
Yeah.
the boat that is trying to set up a trap.
7 should. No, actually, I think 7.
7 has rights over the Landmark
Yes.
boat. Yeah, Landmark has 1 and 2, and then
So what did you
5.
just say yeah to? 5 is what?
That's a great question. That Landmark is in second?
You guys at home can't hear this. We actually have half the team here sitting on the couch, and they are providing the best commentary. They should have the. We really need to bring more headsets next time. if you guys would be
Us-
willing to.
A
That would make
seven's
great
pulling up
conversation.
pretty far. No, not sure they'll be able to get fast enough to beat out
I'm gonna
the
see if they
landmark
can't.
boat.
If they can steal their wind.
They might be able to because they're in a position to do that.
Oh,
But they also have to watch out for the landmark boat trying to push them away from the finish line.
This is true.
They're like slightly behind on the lake.
Yeah, we'll try and get a better angle on this.
Yeah.
So it's like
And 8's just.
8 is kind of far.
still its own thing.
It's fine. So the first landmark boat has already finished the race, and the second one is going really close to finish. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the finish line we're looking at right
So
now.
both landmark boats have rights. Okay.
Definite winning combination.
Oh.
Because
Ooh.
they have 1, 2, and 4.
Let me see if I can't
Oh.
get. Oh, they're pushing him
They
right
push-
out. So 7 did not cross the finish line.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, but wait, that's really hard to kind of tell.
I think landmark.
I
crossed
think
first.
Landmark got it.
Have the race either way.
Yeah, that's true. Was that a collision though?
No, I
No,
don't think so.
They didn't.
It was
They
close
didn't hit
though.
each other.
Who is it? That's 6. 6 pushed them really far.
But down here, when they were on starboard, didn't our boat have rights technically because of being lured?
That might be something we have to review
Yeah,
after the
actually, I think
fact.
you're right.
Because
But-
our boat turned down still.
I think they just didn't know their full rights.
Sometimes
or
it can get a little
sometimes you
chaotic
can't
and you don't
push a boat past like
still have-
tacking or anything.
know. Do we still have one more boat that needs to finish? Is that number 8?
Yeah, that's 8. 8 still needs to finish.
Yeah. That's a tough position to be in.
Who's an 8? 8 is Grace and Alexa.
Really? That's Grace and Alexa?
Lily and Will. Lily and Will?
Oh,
Oh.
that makes more sense.
Will.
Oh, Will. Because I was like, there's no way that's Grace and Alexa. Grace is too competitive to end up in this far last.
Will was
That was really competitive.
Yeah, but also Will got so distracted into trying to kind.
So we're gonna follow number 8 to the finish line, and then we'll bring the drone back in.
So that's 3 for Landmark.
Yeah.
And Landmark does a lot more calling of rights than we do before into that last bit.
Yeah. So part of the reason why Landmark beat us and beat us last year is because their team tends to call out their rights more.
Are we sure 8 hasn't finished yet?
Yes, they haven't
Oh, okay.
finished. They're
It just
they're-
seems like
they're-
a very far line to take.
And so, since the landmark calls their rights, which means our boats often have to move out of the way for their boats more, it allows them to have an advantage over us, as we won't call our rights on them most of the time. Like in the end, when our boat was
There they go.
lured to
There's the finish.
the landmark boat, our boat didn't call lured when they could have pushed on the landmark boat up and have to not tack.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that we can bring you even more of this year. This is our first time doing it. It's been really exciting to get to meet the team and get to learn all of the different strategies that they've been teaching and getting to watch the regattas. So we hope you get to watch at home. We hope you get to enjoy sailing as much as we do. I've been Liz DeFury with BevCam, and my partner today.